We'll take your Bibles to Psalm 127. Psalm 127, just going to read two verses to you this morning, and I hope that they're very helpful to you because I think we spend a lot of time building things that won't last because we build things that aren't within the framework of God's plan or even within the framework of God's timing. They may not be sinful things, they're just not the things that He had laid out for us. And so we build and build and build and build, and it doesn't fulfill, it doesn't satisfy. We have to move on to something else. And so I think these first couple of verses of Psalm 127 will help us understand why. And so let me just read them to you. It says, "Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain." So we see two different types of instances where it says, unless the Lord is in it, unless we're walking in His paths, unless we're building His house, really our labor is in vain, and trying to protect it is in vain. And he goes on, he says, "It is vain for you to rise up early and sit up late to eat the bread of sorrows, for so He giveth His beloved sleep." I think there's a lot of people stressing out over the things they're trying to build. They're trying to make a life for themselves, and at every turn they feel like they have opposition, and so they can't sleep well. They're trying to get up early. They're staying up late. They're trying to jam as much as they can into every day, thinking somehow at the end of this degree, at the end of this promotion, at the end of this new thing, that their new adventure that they're on, that they're going to be suddenly satisfied. Well, that would only work if they were working on the things that God has given them to work on. So here's what you need to do. You need to decide for yourself, am I going to build the Lord's house? Am I going to walk with the Lord and build how He would have me build? Or am I going to build whatever my heart wants me to build? And oftentimes at the expense of eliminating God from my life. And we have to ask ourselves, who's building? Because the Bible tells us, except the Lord builds, it's a waste of time. Unless the Lord protects, it's a waste of time. Only when we walk with the Lord can we truly experience at the end of the building the fulfillment that we've sought. Only when we're building the Lord's house, only when we're building the things that He's given us to build, will we be able to sleep at night, not worrying about whether that particular day's effort will succeed. Because it's His house and He's building it. And so I want to encourage you with this. If you're struggling through the day and you're running yourself ragged, trying to build this earthly kingdom for yourself, stop. Ask the Lord what He would have you build. Ask the Lord how He would have you build. Because you're partnering with Him. And when He's in it, it will happen. We don't even have to worry. And so I want to encourage you with that. This is an encouragement for me this morning because I know that even when you're doing things that are quote unquote the Lord's work, you can worry about it because you're trying to build it with your own hands. And so I want to encourage you, let the Lord build your house. Let the Lord protect your house. Or otherwise your labor is in vain and you're going to lose sleep and you're not going to get good rest. And so I want to encourage you, let the Lord build the house. Have a great day.